I'm back. I'm back. A slight technical hitch there. I was just double checking that the mic was working. You see, someone like me, been in the industry 30 years, creating content, and I've still got to check on occasion that I've pressed the record button and I'm not walking along in the Tuscan hills recording this video for you and looking back on it and, the sound hasn't recorded. I don't know. I mean, I've been to so many film shoots and recorded so much, and I'm hand on heart, I want to say I've been lucky enough not to be in a situation where I didn't press record. I think maybe once in early on in my career that happened. And then again, it's that thing, isn't it, where you give so much time and energy to something creatively, and it's that one thing that you forget to do. So all that time and energy goes into something, and then forgetting to press the record button, or not looking out for the people that you're with and not thinking about them, putting all of your time and effort into this thing. And then it's that thing that I've found in life comes and bites you on the arse and reminds you that you're still human, that you're not completely, omnipotent. You're not infallible. See, the tripod just went over some twigs there as I'm walking through the Tuscan hills, and that you have to give in. You have to be human. You have to sometimes just let go and admit defeat. And I know how hard that is, guys, particularly if you're somebody that likes to control the show, who likes to be in charge, who likes to be creating content that means so much to you and others. But are you somebody that has hit burnout? Are you somebody that is in a situation right now where you're going through a potentially upsetting, emotional and messy divorce and separation? In all of these videos that I'm putting on this channel, I'm specifically talking about that issue and creating these videos that I hope will help you. But in this video, I'm going to talk about how do you regain, how do you hold on to that creative part of you that means so much. And the way that I did it was quite unusual at the time, because I didn't think that it was something that I needed to do, but I had to, and I did. Almost look, I just went back to that child in me, to that boy that originally watched Jaws with my parents on my 7th birthday, that was so profoundly affected by it that in that moment I decided that I wanted to be a film director. I wanted to create what was on that screen. And this is something that that's held true to me throughout my whole filmmaking career, that when I went to film school, that when I produce and create content, it's a story, not a sherry, that I've shared often on a number of videos. But at this point, 8 years ago, with the divorce, with the death of my father, with the premiere of my movie that I'd worked on for so long, when I was on my knees, on my own, with no one around me, struggling and being upset with all of these events that were happening in my life, there was a part of me that called out to me, and it was that young boy part of me, that young Darren, that was saying to me, "It's okay, mate. You're all right. I'm here. I'm still with you. Don't get lost in the maelstrom of people's opinions, or the pain of grief, or the fact that this person that you've been married to for 17 years and spent 20 years with was not going to be with you moving forward." That person inside of me was still there, that young Darren, the Darren that loved movies, the Darren that loved creativity, the Darren whose parents loved him, and who was the person that had got me through all of this and got me to that point. So is it a bit woo-woo? Is it a bit spiritual? Well, I don't care if it is. Some of my favorite filmmakers, Steven Spielberg, Ingmar Bergman, Martin Scorsese, some to a certain degree would say some of them are too sentimental, but for me, it's all about storytelling. And on my knees, I was brought to me as a kid, me as the child, me as the filmmaker that was born then. And it was a surprise to me that was the Darren, that was the person that was revealed to me in my moments of deepest pain and deepest hurt. That when I looked in, I'll confess, a lot of the evenings when I decided on the divorce and when my father had passed away, I cried myself to sleep. That the person that had got me to that point, I was still in connection with, I was still proud of, and I still wanted to be part of that Darren that was within me. So whatever pain you're going through right now, guys, wherever you find yourself, take a moment to reflect, take a moment to look inside and ask yourself, who are you? Why are you a filmmaker? Why do you create the content that you do? Why do you want to tell the stories that you do? And see what comes forth from within, not from outside, not from friends and family, and see if there is that person in there that you can reconnect with. And it might have been many, many years since you've connected with that person that's inside of you. And if you do find that connection, if you do touch base with that part of you, I don't know if it's a younger part of you or whether it was someone when you were a teenager. Funnily enough, here the other evening we went to a meditation session, an early session in the Tuscan Hills, and the lady that was doing the mantras with us, there was two young Italian children that was with them, and they were playing the music, and I could see that everyone in the room was looking at the children as well as myself, and there was a look on their face that I could tell there, there was like, oh, isn't it lovely to have these children here? But I could also see that there's a part of us when we're adults, when we look at children, that we see ourselves in them, and there's a part of us that misses being a child, misses being that innocent. And the children were singing the songs. The young boy, he must have been about 5 or 6, was playing the accordion, and already at that age I could see that the creative spark was within him and was within her. And that's what drew me to want to make this video, to talk about that part of my life that I was going through, all of that pain and all of that trauma, that what got me through it. And this was one of the key things that did get me through it, was getting in touch with that part of me. I hope you've got value from this video. I hope you're not in too much pain and you're getting support around you. But also, I'll end on this. You are who you are, and you create what you create because there's something in you that no one else has, that's really special, that's unique to you. And whoever you're with, whoever you're separating from, whatever grief you may be struggling with right now, don't let that get in the way or take away what makes you the filmmaker that you are. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you found this video of value and of interest, and it sparked something within you to look at a place that you might not have looked at in some time. So love yourself, guys. Love movies. It'll love you back. Thanks for watching. I'll leave you with the beautiful view of these Tuscan Hills, and I look forward to putting up another video very soon. Bye for now.